Okay, there we go. One moment. Right, good morning, everyone. Hang on a second. Let's minimize that. Cool. So, good morning and welcome. I hope you're okay. Sorry for being a bit late this morning. I hope you're having a good start to your Tuesday. So, very quickly then, just to start off, an update on the latest bullshittery. I'm working on Divinity Bullshittery Part 1. The video is about 19 minutes long, and it's edited end to end. Although what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to quality assure it. So I'm trying to polish the video to my satisfaction to the point that I can actually get this done. So on that front, I'm focusing now on the 15th minute to the 19th minute, and as of this morning, I have about 36 issues that I need to fix. So today, I'll be going through those 36, fixing them on the timeline, getting it for another test render this evening, and I very much hope that will be the lion's share of it. I imagine that this evening, I'm sure I'll spot, it's always the way, you spot, oh, you fucked that up, or you got this bit of animation wrong or something. It's always the way. Just give me this week, and I'll I'm hoping I can have it polished to the point that I can at least show something. So we're getting there. We're getting there steadily. There is one thing though. I'm not so sure about the ending. I think the ending is a little bit weak. I'm still thinking about it. I might try and pull in some other scenes from the other streams ahead of it. Maybe. I'm still on the fence. I need to have a sit down and watch it a few more times, I think. Anyway, how's everyone? You all okay? Is everyone having a good morning? Thank you, D Pixie and Hellhoundy. That's very kind, Hellhoundy. Thank you for your sub bomb. And Silent and Hellhoundy again. Holy shit, thank you. And Skippy and Just a Lone Ginger. Oops. Thank you, all of you. Lars is doing well. Hickler says Bellend, charming. Agarob is waiting for some TV shows. Thank you, Excella. Thank you very much. Hope you feel better soon, Regalia. Hi there, Duckslayer. You're back from a vacation and you want more vacation. No. You've had your vacation. That's it. Get back to work. No, I hope you enjoyed it, Duckslayer. Cool. Right. Anyway, so yes, too long didn't read. Divinity Bullshittery is being worked on. It's nearly done. I just need to get the damn thing polished, fixing a bunch of mistakes that are hard to spot when you're in the middle of Adobe After Effects. You have to render the thing and watch it through for consistency and be like, that's a bit weird. You know, that cut there is a bit weird. Anyway, right. Welcome to March 1941. Holy fucking shit. Yes, if you didn't catch the last stream, we've had an absolute disaster. We've basically been rammed by an Allied destroyer. If you don't know what that means, we, as a submarine traveling underwater, were clipped by a fast-moving, I suppose, hunter-killer type ship. We almost died. We were about 15 seconds from the hull being compromised and seawater flooding in and killing all of us. It was only through the brave, the valiant efforts of our repair crews that we were able to get the flooding under control before we sunk to crush depth in the Atlantic Ocean, and also evaded the depth charges of 2 enemy destroyers that were pursuing us to try and finish us off. We were aided by the fact that we're currently off the coast of Africa, and as a result, the weather is awful, so we were able to sneak off into the gloom. It was very close, though. It was a damn near-run thing. Okay. 1 minute. Did it switch over? Oh, fuck. Sorry, I can't actually see OBS right now. That's the trouble. I'm on a weird resolution, I'm afraid. If I try to put it up to a 16:9 aspect ratio, it just immediately crashes. It's not good. Is it appearing? It's not appearing. Hang on. Indeed, Porniac. Yeah, holy shit. Okay, sorry, just loading the game. So, if you don't know what this is, effectively, we're playing as a U-boat in the Second World War, which has been raging for more than a year now, and our objective is to sink as much Allied tonnage as possible. So that means cargo ships. In order to counteract that, the Allies are collectively trying to hunt submarines and they're forming convoys. Hang on a second. Can you see this up? There we go. Right. So, welcome aboard U-48, I think we are. So, again, we're off the coast of Africa. Where exactly are we? So, here we are. Yeah, so we're near Freetown, which is apparently the capital city of Sierra Leone, back when it was a crown colony. And, yes, this was where we attacked a convoy, and we just got our shit pushed in. We are very badly damaged. We're not sinking, thankfully, but we are, yeah, we're in no position to fight. The weather on the surface, as you can see, is absolutely horrendous. It's one of the main reasons that let us escape, to be honest. The conning tower has been very badly damaged. Our periscope has been completely ripped off. What other damage do we have? So we have a loss of one diesel engine. One of our crew members has been killed, Dieter, who was with us for 2 patrols, so he's relatively new. I believe this is the 14th patrol, so yeah, one of our relative new guys. And also, our stern quarters has been damaged with one of the batteries compromised. So, without an attack periscope, we're in no shape to go hunting for fresh ships. We haven't even fired a torpedo. That's how bad this convoy has gone. This patrol has gone. So, unfortunately, it's going to be a case of limping back home to occupied France. I mean, we could try and stop at like a resupply ship, but I don't know if the game will let me repair the damage. And I don't want to miss out on the Bismarck event is it next month? I think it's the month after next. Yeah, I think we should just get back home. Let's just get our fuel, head back home to the submarine pens. Right. Okay, so let's go down 1/3 and start charting a course straight back then. But yeah. How long will that take us to travel back to Saint Nazaire? So that's a journey of about 5,000 kilometers. Yeah, it's going to take some time. It's going to take the better part of a week by the looks of things, traveling at this speed. So we're traveling at 5 knots on a damaged diesel engine. Navigator, could you tell me?
Yes, sir.
How far can we travel at current speed? 5,000. Damn, it's going to be close. So we've got to maintain a fairly low speed. 5,200. Okay, we'll just make it.
Current depth 10. Yes,
10?
sir. New depth 0.
Come to the surface. Right, we're just going to have to do our best and limp back home. But yeah. Wasn't there water leaking into the sub? Indeed. I think we can't do any further repairs. Unless I'm mistaken. Let's just assign one person to the damage repair. Oh, we might be able to. Okay. Get a damage control team as we travel. Do whatever we can. So a destroyed attack periscope. No damage to repair. A destroyed flak gun. No damage to repair. Okay. We'll see what they can do. Right. So yeah, hope everyone's alright. So we'll speed up the time. What is the date today? So it's the 9th of March, 1941. This convoy is getting away more or less unmolested, or at least from us, at the very least. 1 second. Were I driving on the wrong side of the road? I had clear right of way. I was just travelling along, minding my own business. No, we weren't. We were totally sticking our hand into the cookie jar, and we got caught. Yeah. So due to the poor weather, I was sneaking right in 5 kilometers close to the convoy. So that's nothing, nautically speaking. We can attack at 12 kilometers if we wish. And then this destroyer just appeared. It must have heard our propeller. Anyway, right. So, the 9th of March, 1941. What is happening? Let's have a look. So, in March... so in the Second World War, London is so it's continually being bombed. The Buckingham Palace was hit on yesterday, so on the 8th. So today, the Italian Spring Offensive in Albania begins. Tomorrow, on the 10th, British and Italian troops will meet in conflict in a place called Itria. That's in North Africa, right? On the 10th, so tomorrow, Portsmouth suffers heavy casualties after a night of very heavy bombing by the Luftwaffe. So that's a military target. That's the Navy base of Portsmouth. Also this month, the United States, so the President of the United States, Roosevelt, signs the Lend-Lease Act, finally, now passed by Congress. So this is allowing allied nations to purchase military equipment and to defer payment until after the war. If I remember correctly, we also gave some territorial concessions. So right now, if you're not familiar with the war at this stage, Britain stands not alone, but at least insofar as the blood being spilled, so it's more or less just Britain in this fight. So Russia isn't in it yet because Operation Barbarossa hasn't happened. America is remaining neutral, although some brave volunteers are joining us in this fight. But yes, we're in a lot of trouble, and if it weren't for the material coming in from both the colonies and America, we would no doubt be seeking a peace settlement, because holy shit, we're pretty much against the beast of the Nazi war machine, and there's we're on the ropes. We're doing our best, but we're getting the shit kicked out of us right about now. Thank you, Hussmaster. Thank you very much. Okay, so speeding up the time, so it's about 4 in the afternoon. Oh wow, hang on, we were able to repair the aft batteries. Well done. What else can we repair? Okay, we can't do anything to the diesel engine, it's been destroyed. Indeed, and yes, we're trying to expand in North Africa as well. Or at least curb German attempts to... Were they trying to get the oil there? Was that what we were trying to do? Flat gun ready. Oh, we repaired the flat gun. Good, the damage wasn't too extensive. Thank you, Sierra. Thank you very much.
New message received.
Radio message received. It's a weather report from... to submarine... a submarine command is requesting weather reports, I think. Right. So our battery's recharging after our little incident. So it's the night of... Oh, I see, they were after the Suez Canal. Makes sense, yeah. Stop all those supplies coming. So, frankly, we are not going to be in any position to attack any convoy. The only thing we're going to be able to go for would be lone, unescorted ships. So, if we get lucky, hooray. But I'm not going to push this... I'm not going to push this submarine. There's the convoy. Other U-boats are going to have to deal with it. Okay. How's the weather on the surface? Yeah, awful. My god, I don't want to come back here again. And we're going to fail the mission. We can't complete the patrol. Not with this limited fuel. Navigator, what is our current range? Okay, we'll be fine. So, our range is better now. Thank you, Orodito and Don. Thank you, both of you. Speed up time. I'm going to have to keep the time sped up quite a lot if we're going to make it all the way back to occupied France. Thank you, Dub Dubbington. Thank you very much, Dub. Okay. Ed Blammy says Churchill wanted to keep the Australian troops in Africa fighting the Germans instead of returning home to defend against the Japanese. Well, the Japanese aren't in the war yet, are they? Sorry, when are they in the war? Hang on. When does Japan enter World War II? So they enter the war this year. So not yet, this year. So the North African campaign is underway now, along with British troops, Commonwealth troops being sent to Greece as well. So the, what's his name, Rommel is now in North Africa, but it won't be until December 1941. Oh wait, sorry, no, was that just a declaration of war against America, though? Did they enter against allies? Did they declare war separately? Okay, apparently, well, they signed the Tripartite Pact in September 1940. Okay, right, I see. So they're part of the Axis, it's just they haven't attacked America specifically. My mistake. So yeah, they're off, aren't they? So the Japanese are off doing their thing in the Pacific. Okay. But it won't be until later this year that they decide to attack Pearl Harbor in an attempt to knock the American Navy out of the war early. And to be fair to them, they had a pretty good chance of doing it. Yeah, if they were to eliminate much of America's forces over in the Pacific, yeah, that would have kind of broken the tip of the spear before everything got started. If anything, what they really wanted that decisive battle. They wanted to lure America into a decisive head-on confrontation out in the open ocean. They wanted to challenge them, to eliminate them wholeheartedly. And frankly, they could have done that. Their navy was extremely what was it, the Kirubutai or whatever it was? They had the finest pilots out there in the world, without a doubt. But America never gave it to them. They never gave them that decisive fight. And when they did think they had a decisive fight at Midway, the Americans set a trap. And then the Japanese walked right into it, and they got their asses kicked. So well done them. America played the intelligence game. So lots of people say, well, they out-manufactured them. Yes, kind of, but the truth is that they figured out the Japanese plan. They were reading their coded messages. They knew what the Japanese wanted, and they never gave them that decisive knockout blow. Because if America had just blundered into it, yeah, you know, Japan could have probably punched them in the face, and then it would have been like, oh, fuck, okay, we've now got a Japanese battleship off the coast of fucking, you know, off the west coast of America. They're pulling a reverse gunboat diplomacy thing. You remember what you did with them back during the, well, fucking centuries ago? You know, where you just sort of bombarded in with gunboats? When was that? Yeah, they probably would have done the same. Just taken their battleships off the coast of America as a symbol. Right. Anyway. Sorry, I'm going off rambling. The point is, Japan is in the war right now against the Allies, but America is still trying to remain neutral. Although, strictly speaking, they're not neutral. They are providing a fuck ton of material and volunteers, of course, and it's the only thing keeping us alive. So thank you, America. Right. How's the weather? Really, really bad. Well, it's helping us, I suppose. It means that when we get close to Gibraltar, if the weather is still terrible, we won't get intercepted by aircraft coming from the British base at Gibraltar. With difficulty TT Fun, I ran the install patch thing that comes with this game, so yeah, for Windows 10, but I couldn't get it into 16 by 9 resolution. It just shat out and crashed on me. Yeah. Also, would you mind if I just... Sorry, I'm just going to fiddle with the air conditioning. I've lost the remote control. It was somewhere. I bought an air conditioning unit a couple of years ago. My god, it's earning its keep because it's so fucking warm. Why did Japan get destroyed with the atom bomb but not Germany? Wouldn't have been appropriate. That late in the war, Germany, its fight was, yes, it was done. Germany was on the ropes. Its defeat was inevitable. There was no way they were going to, there was no way they were going to win by that point. Japan, on the other hand, same situation, but they were refusing to come to the negotiating table. So their cities were being bombed, firebombed massively. It was already over for Japan. They knew it, but the atom bomb was to seal the deal, as it were. And even then, even after the first one, elements of the military government still wanted to continue fighting. In fact, there was a coup. There was an attempted coup. It failed. Even after the second atom bomb. Just to sort of dig in just how hard those hardliners were. They wanted to fight on to the death, but that's really not how wars work. They're temporary affairs. They end. Okay. Well, I wouldn't say so, Grumpy. Honestly, I really wouldn't. What probably would have happened is just the continual... So the aerial bombing of Japan would have continued wholesale. And, yeah, by the time an invasion was launched, if anything, it probably would have been a humanitarian mission. Because there wouldn't have been much left on Japan. Just how many bombs you guys were dropping on the Japanese. Their cities would have been entirely rubble by the time the invasion began. Yeah, it would have been, if anything, a rescue mission for millions of desperate people starving because everything is rubble. Okay. Indeed, that was the other problem, Mr. Nayo. So the other concern is that obviously the Soviets were expanding and they didn't want the Soviets to come on in and take huge territorial gains. Yeah, so that started to become the thinking at the end of the war. Oh shit, we have to contain the Soviets because they're getting their shit together. Okay. Right, so the date is currently March the 13th. We've been underway for a few days now. So we engaged the convoy on the 9th. What's happening in the Second World War right now? So, Lend-Lease has passed. So on the 12th, German panzers arrive in North Africa, providing heavy armour for the first major German offensive. On the 13th, so today, Luftwaffe strike Glasgow up here. Glasgow, where's Glasgow? Where's Glasgow? Is it marked? Hartlepool, Blackpool, Hull. What? Okay, never mind. But yes, so apparently they strike Glasgow, and they do what? With a very large force and the shipping industry along the River Clyde. On the 17th of this month, huge convoy losses in the mid-Atlantic. So holy shit, yeah, so the submarines are absolutely wrecking the convoys. Fuck. And then later this month, on the 19th, the worst bombing of London this year, with extremely heavy damage by incendiary bombs. Plymouth and Bristol are also bombed. So yes, Britain is getting the shit kicked out of it, effectively. Carpet bombing them on, well, ostensibly on military targets, but it's just en masse against the cities, really. Okay. What's the current... Yeah, so it's currently March 13th, 1941. I'm hoping we can get the repairs sorted in time to see the Bismarck. I worry that we might be in the submarine pens for many weeks. I just hope the weather gets better so we can pick up a bit of speed. It's a little bit better. Okay. If I were to up speed to ahead standard...
Ahead standard.
Thank you, the Joker. Thank you very much, the Joker. So we've gone up to around 9, maybe 10 knots. Navigator at our current speed and fuel consumption. 5,300 miles. We should make it. We'll have 1,000 miles to spare. Okay, try and make this... Yeah, make this speed. Okay. Thank you, the Joker. Thank you very much, sir. Hi there, Martin. Not feeling as bad anymore from the first vaccine shot, he says. Oh, sorry. Thank you very much, Martin. Sorry if I'm missing subs. Sorry, I'm waffling. Thank you, the Joker. 0 fucks given. Thank you, Martin. Dubba Dubbington. Oridito. Don. Sierra. There you are, Martin. Thank you, Martin. Hussmaster. Dominus and Spaghetti Heresy. And Suru Alec. Thank you, Suru. Is there something wrong with the mic, Fleisch? Should be alright. No? Also, I'm just going to give it a save in case it crashes, because the game sometimes does that. There we go. Right, continuing on. So if you're just joining the stream, our submarine is limping back to occupied France, specifically the submarine pens at Saint-Nazaire, as we've sustained heavy damage as we were rammed by a Royal Navy destroyer defending a convoy that we were trying to attack. It came out of the bad weather, we didn't have time to evade, and it basically smacked us in the conning tower with its bow, and then sent some depth charges after us, which did very heavy damage to our aft section. It was only by sinking, and then, well, we were sinking back first. It's only by pushing the propellers to maximum and blowing the ballast that we were able to stop sinking to crush depth, whilst our repair crews tried desperately to keep the flooding under control. We did, and we were able to slink away in the darkness and the deep. But yeah, it was very, very close. Right. I'm thinking that maybe I was going to say hug the coast. Maybe see if we can pick off like the odd in the better weather and the clearer conditions. We can only really attack on the surface. So I'm thinking if we just pull this way a little bit, right? Like that. I don't want to get too close to Gibraltar. And maybe we'll spot a ship that we can attack on the surface. Be a shame to bring back all of these torpedoes unfired. We're part of the Axis Cock, so we're playing as the Kriegsmarine. Well, we are specifically one of the U-boats, so specialist branch, I suppose, as opposed to the Navy, which are going around trying to fight on the surface. So right now, there's actually a huge push. Well, there's a huge action happening in which we've got large German battleships that are trying to sneak their way out into the Atlantic. They're waiting for excellent weather conditions to do so. Notably, a ship called the Bismarck is skulking around here. I think it was based in Kiel? Where is it? Where was it based in? Yeah, it was based in Kiel, wasn't it? So right now it's skulking around, safe from Allied aircraft, but nevertheless they are still trying. We've got Danish resistance members and stuff like that. They're all going around... sorry, Swedish as well. They're all going around reporting on its position. But what they want to do is they want to sneak out around Britain and then get out into the Atlantic to start bombing the crap out of convoys. I think they've got like 18-inch guns. It's crazy. So Hitler decided to flaunt the I don't think it was... Sorry, forgive me. I don't think it was the Treaty of Versailles. It was a different treaty to do with stopping naval rearmament races. It was to try and calm things down after the First World War. What with dreadnoughts, so the precursor to the battleship. Every nation spending vast amounts of money to try and, compete on the world stage. There were naval treaties, the London Naval Treaty, thank you. There were naval treaties that were to try and limit the number of battleships, the size of battleships, and also the guns on the battleships, so that people can just calm the fuck down. Big guns may be fun, but when you've got dick-wagging competitions going on between different nations and itchy trigger fingers, it doesn't take much to launch into another world war. So the whole idea was that everyone just chill the fuck down, we've just had a world war, just relax. But of course Hitler, ignoring all of that, commissioned enormous battleships with 18-inch guns in a blatant challenge to the treaty and a sort of propaganda symbol that the economic miracle of Germany, the lion of German industry will not be contained. So it means that the Bismarck is a fucking nasty motherfucker. And if it sneaks out into the Atlantic, we're going to have trouble. As in Britain. Britain's going to be in trouble. We do have some good news, though. And that is, strategically speaking, our position is fantastic. So we have this wonderful little channel. Any battleship that tries to get through there is scrap. There is no making it through there. We are going to mine the fuck out of it, hit it with aircraft, and basically surround it and turn it into a steaming... pile of slag very quickly. So it has no choice but to try and run this gauntlet, which is why we've got the home fleet stationed at... Sorry, I'm talking about the English. We've got the British home fleet stationed at Scapa Flow. So there's a naval base there. And we're going to try and intercept the little bugger, or the big bugger, before it gets out into the Atlantic. Bismarck only had 15-inch guns. I'm pretty sure it had an 18-inch, didn't it? Was that wrong? Hang on. Bismarck guns, let's have a look. I'm curious. Bismarck guns. So the Bismarck class battleship, let's have a look. Displacement, propulsion, speed, armament, here we go. So it had... Oh, I'm mistaken, thank you very much. It had 8 15-inch guns, 12 5.9-inch guns, 16 4.1-inch guns, 16 1.5-inch guns, and then 20 flak installations across it. Whoa. Okay. So it had 8 15-inch guns. My mistake. Sorry, I misspoke. So what was the London Naval Treaty restriction? Hang on. London Naval Treaty. The London Naval Treaty, signed in April 1930, sought to address issues not covered by the Washington Naval Treaty. So what was the actual stipulations of the treaty? It dealt with displacement of submarine, so that means total, amount, total length. Is that length? Weight? What does it mean? Sorry. Hang on. French submarine. Distinction between cruisers armed. So, the new distinction: light cruiser, heavy cruisers. What about battleships? Battleships, battleships. Oh, hang on. Destroyer tonnage was limited. Surface combatants. So ships that are less than 2,000 tons with guns not exceeding 6 inches. Okay, sorry, I can't find the exact stipulation of what the maximum would be. Okay, well, regardless, yeah, the Bismarck has 8 15-inch guns, so it's a monster. Right. Okay, we're making about 10 knots on the surface. How's the weather? Oh, it's a bit better. Okay. Right. We might be able to get something spotted then. So let's get a yeah, let's get our watchtower, our watch officers up to the station. Where is he? Oh, he's over here. So the electric engines are currently unmanned. Okay, so we've got good watch officers here. Move the men in the bow torpedo room to rest stations. Okay. So for those just joining the stream, we've engaged an enemy convoy, so an allied convoy off the coast of Africa. Unfortunately, it went very, very badly, and we've been badly damaged, and we're limping back to occupied France in shame. Our U-boat is very... yeah, it's pretty badly damaged. We're operating on 1 row of diesel engines, and... oh, sorry, what about the repair crews? Forgot about them. Yeah, you guys can stand down. So we have 1 row of diesel engines and a badly damaged conning tower and no attack periscope. Oh, go back to quarters. Okay. Yeah, so we've also got a body bag. Dieter. We'll put him in the stern torpedo room. Okay. Did we sink anything? Nope, we sunk nothing, Grigor. This has been a disaster. All right. So sorry, what was I saying? Don. So apparently the later iterations in the series turned out to be quite crap. So Silent Hunter 4 was okay-ish, but quite buggy, and apparently Silent Hunter 5 was more or less unplayable. Thank you, Sergeant Oddball. Thank you, Sergeant. Okay. New radio message. All boats in the vicinity of AE88 report position at once. Okay. Charming, Mr. Beaverson. Right, it's March the 16th. Just hoping we can get back and get repaired in time for Bismarck. It'd be a shame if we missed it. Okay. Am I aware of the story of U-556 that vowed to help the Bismarck? I don't know about vowed to help the Bismarck, but I do know that there was a submarine in the vicinity of Bismarck which had insufficient torpedoes to engage the enemy, and also its sighting was what caused the destroyer that was supposed to be picking up survivors from the Bismarck to abandon the effort, sadly leaving hundreds of men in the water, since they didn't want to get sunk by a German U-boat in the area. So inadvertently, a U-boat in the area got lots of the survivors of the Bismarck killed. Thank you, Azrael. And Azrael's Embrace. Thank you for your sub bomb. Thank you. Thank you for doing that. Right, we're doing the best we can right now. Just trying to get back, but we're still off the coast of Spain and we've got a long way to travel. So how long? Damn. Okay. So at least enough. Oh God, better part of a week. Again, I just hope that we can get the repairs sorted in time for the Bismarck.
New message received.
Okay. Maybe. Tovek, we'll see. But again, if these repairs are going to take too long, we might just miss it.
New message received.
Okay. So the Bismarck incident, so it's currently March. I think it's in May, I think. So right now the Bismarck is trying to wait for an opportunity to sneak out. Okay, so March 17th.
New message received.
So 17th. Huge convoy losses in the mid-Atlantic. Oh, wow. Whoa, okay. 2 destroyers, 53,000 tons, according to this U-boat, of tonnage sunk? That's incredible. What's this, sorry? U-99, scuttled by the crew. Destroyer forced boat to surface. Yeah. Okay.
New message received.
Yeah, so it sounds like lots of U-boats are succeeding. Just got to creep along. Normally we'd be travelling at like 17 knots, but we can only manage 10. How's the weather? A bit better, actually. Yeah, again, we might get a sighting on something. Keep our eyes open. Maybe we should periodically just pop under the water. We'll do it when we get off the coast of Spain. Potentially get some Mediterranean shipping. Okay. Hopefully fun. Hopefully. So yes, the closet below has been moved to a new service, which I'm hoping will work. It probably won't be as efficient as the previous service for the archive, but hopefully it will be sustainable in the long term. Fingers crossed. No, Joe Pinder. If anything, Russian history was my strong suit. Probably not anymore. But no, I just like history. How would you know if the enemy is spotted? How would you know what it looks like in game? So our conning tower spotters will give us a warning that they've spotted a ship, depending on the visibility of local conditions. So probably right now it's only about 7, 8, maybe 10 kilometers. If we go underwater, though, we can use a set of hydrophones, basically an underwater listening mic, that will let us detect the telltale sound of a propeller against the background sounds of the ocean, and particularly if we bring the submarine to a very quiet status where we're not making any engine noise ourselves. And that has a range of about 20 kilometers, if not more, in favorable conditions, especially if the enemy are moving quickly, such as, convoys moving rapidly.
Aircraft spotted.
Whoa! Whoa. Okay, hold up. A Catalina aircraft moving very fast towards us.
Yes, sir.
Dive. Everyone down. Alarm, dive. Okay, that must be a patrol from Gibraltar. Thank you, Austrian Aviator and Crisis. Thank you. Let's go. Get under. There it is. Don't know if it saw us. The visibility is quite low, but we saw it, so, Dive. Let's go. Oh, yeah, it's coming straight towards us. All right, crash dive. Emergency maneuver, crash dive. It's coming straight towards us. Let's go.
Yes, sir. New depth.
Yeah, it's coming in for a run.
Meters ahead full.
He might attempt. He's going to pull down for a bombing run on us. Down. Let's go. Yeah, it's coming in. Whoa, shit the bed.
2-0.
Down. 22 meters. Get ready. It's going to drop some bombs.
Current depth 3-0.
Did it drop anything?
Current depth 4-0.
We're okay. Navigator,
Yes, sir.
return to course.
Returning to course, sir.
Current depth 5-0.
I didn't hear anything, but I presume it did not drop. Okay. Head
Yes, sir.
standard.
Ahead
We'll
standard.
travel underwater for a little bit. It's no doubt reported our position to any surface units. Okay, we're down to about 60 meters. While we're down here, we'll just listen with the hydrophones. Oh, you can hear him. What's he doing, I wonder? Just the view from the surface right now. There he is, look. What's he up to, eh? He's coming down. Did it drop anything? Oh yes, there we go. It's a surface bomb. Way well away from us. We're fine. We're fine. We're all the way down to 60 meters. Okay. So initially, at the start of the war, air coverage was spotty and anti-submarine methods, well, from aircraft were ineffective. Over time, they started to get better and better through relatively simple means. You think it'd be obvious, but yeah, it took them time to figure it all out. Effectively, planes started to be armed with searchlights so they could look for submarines at night, and then the most important advancement, miniaturized radar that they could actually put on the planes to detect conning towers, submarines on the surface at night, which is when they were recharging their batteries using their diesel engines. So this meant that they could just fly towards a potential marker, slap on the spotlights, and then before the submarine even has a chance to dive, just hose it with their cannon, so with their big shell-firing automatic weapons on the front, or later in the war, rockets. This meant that the survival chances for a submarine were very low at that point. Oh, he's still bombing. Far away. Those sound like depth charges. I think he's dropping depth charges. Okay. Right, well, we're getting the fuck out of here. So let's just keep moving at 6 knots under the water. Just watch our battery power. So speed up the time. It's currently 10 minutes to 7, March 18th. So just cruise along. Until we're nice and far away. Battery down to 50%. Okay, so it's now 9 in the morning. Let's take us back up to periscope depth.
Periscope depth.
Very good. No, I haven't, Sergeant. I'm not familiar. Not really, TNT. I don't think Sea of Thieves is my type of game. I'm not sure. Okay. It changed dramatically over the course of the war, Richard. So initially, submarines obviously saw tremendous success in the first happy time where the Allies were, Allied anti-submarine technology was in its infancy. But by 1941, the Allies were getting their shit together, and by 1942, it was over. It was really over. You had the invention of the Hedgehog forward-firing mortar. You had early sonar, which was called ASDIC, which was it's a bit of one of those urban often repeated stories. It doesn't stand for anything specific. It's actually a code name to try and hide the nature of the, I think it's the quartz crystal or something, the sonar technology that they were using. So they just made up something. And like the Admiralty Board was like, oh no, it stands for like anti-submarine detection. No, it doesn't. It was a bit like how, in the Manhattan Project, so in America, the development of the first atomic weapon, they wouldn't use the word physicist. It was banned. You couldn't use the word physicist because they didn't want any spies figuring out what the fuck this facility was doing in the middle of New Mexico. So yeah, they were like, don't use the word quartz or something. So yes, anyway, the point is, by 1942, the Battle of the Atlantic was sorted. The Allies were... this is my observation periscope, not the attack one. It was very much in the Allies' hands, and the submarines were getting killed a lot. Okay. No, CSOPs. So, ASDIC is what it was known as. It was a very, very early sonar. Radar was indeed being developed and is being developed. It's on the coast. That's not ASDIC. That's something else. Yeah, and then later on, as thanks for all the assistance and as part of our alliance, both pieces of technology were given for free over to the United States. In fact, that happened last year. So the technology for the radar was sent over. So we sent over some experts to install a whole bunch of radar stations aboard. I think aboard an American aircraft. I'm not sure if it's an aircraft carrier. We installed them on something as a test to sort of show the Americans that it works, that this is real. And ASDIC technology followed. So, yeah. Okay, let's surface the boat.
Yes, sir. New depth 0.
Right. ASDIC. ASDIC, I think. Sorry, just lowering the observation periscope. Pretty sure we're safe now. The plane's bogged off back to Gibraltar. So yes, by the time of the Americans engaging their Pacific War, they had an enormous technological advantage over, or at least insofar as sonar and radar, over the Japanese. The Japanese had no radar. By the time the Americans got into the fight, they had fully operational British radar ready to go. Okay. Right, so we're back on the surface. We've evaded that plane. Sweet. Let me just give it a save. Alas, this is probably going to be a fairly uninteresting stream as I just head back to occupied France in shame. How far do we have to travel? It's a distance of 2,224 kilometers. Navigator, how much fuel do I have remaining?
Yes, sir.
Oh dear. Okay, cut engines back down to 1/3.
Ahead 1/3.
So drop speed a little bit. Infodar says the Fletcher class alone blew everything the Imperial Japanese Navy had out of the water technology-wise. 1 second. The Fletcher class destroyer? The destroyer built by the United States. I see. Yeah. So you had intelligence suites. Yeah. Basically, you were very well kitted out on the electronic warfare front. Thank you, Captain Sheepgood. Thank you. Okay. Navigator at this speed, 6 knots. What sort of distance can we make?
Yes, sir.
3,000. We'll be fine. So we've just got to travel a bit slower if we're going to make it. All right. Yes, Hazard. We're about to travel past Allied/neutral Spain. They're sort of friendly neutral right now. But nevertheless, the British have that extremely important real estate, Gibraltar, one of the most strategically important places in the world. And they've got an airbase there, so we might get buzzed again by planes. So keep our watch officers, on deck with their eyes peeled so we can spot them early. There you go, speed up time.
New message received.
There we go, we're fine. Batteries recharging. Weather's getting so the seas are getting calmer. That's good. Visibility is also improving. We'll be able to spot the planes as they come on in. Maybe we should get the flak gun armed just in case. Well, we can always quickly switch over to it if needs be. Right. One second, just having a look at some World War II timelines.
Aircraft spotted.
Oh fuck! Aircraft spotted for real. Another Catalina. Okay, should we challenge it? Fuck. Quickly, quickly, quickly! Get on the flak gun. Crew on deck. Man the main gun. Man the flak gun.
Yes, sir. Man the flak gun.
Quickly, man the flak gun. Compartment destroyed. Bollocks.
Yes, sir. Periscope depth.
Aircraft spotted.
Down we go then, quickly. Did we not repair it? I guess not. Alright, well that's knackered. Why is it destroyed? We got rammed. Yeah, here comes the Catalina quickly. Come on, get under, get under, get under. Get some depth as well.
Depth 3, 4
And
meters.
take a hard left as we go down.
Yes, sir. Rudder 3, 5 degrees to port.
Yeah, we'll come up at night when it's safer. Travel on the surface at night. Here he comes. Quickly, quickly, quickly. So we're on 13 meters deep. Where are they? Here he comes. You see us from all the way up here. Here he comes. Whoa. Did it drop? Oh, it did. Miles off.
Current depth 2, 0.
Very good. Cool. Return to course.
Yes, sir. Returning to course, sir.
All right then. What would I say the most interesting part of the war was? The Russian theater, African or Pacific? Honestly, weirdly, I'd say this: the Battle of the Atlantic. Other wars, yeah, you know, you had lots of brute force going on, but this was where it was decided by, effectively by intelligence, not just by intelligence insofar as intel, but so technological developments. This side has come up with this. Fuck, how do we respond? Oh, the Germans are developing an acoustic torpedo. Okay, what do we do? Quick, stick a tin can out of the back of the ship that makes noise. It was a fight that was determined by brains, well, along with bravery, a lot of bravery. And it was to do with effectively, well, dealing with the strategic side of things. So, knocking Britain out of the war by starving. So going for Britain's weakness by going for its merchant supplies. It was a very tense, very cerebral element of the war, the Battle of the Atlantic. And there's lots of sort of what ifs that you can say. You know, what if the Bismarck made it? What if the dock at Saint Nazaire was repaired, was never raided by the commandos? So it served, you know, it was able to choke those convoys. What if that admiral never sent the communique to the Bismarck asking if his son is okay, which in turn lets the translators at Bletchley Park identify where the Bismarck was? Which is one of the reasons that we were able to find the Bismarck and destroy her. Stuff like that. What if the German torpedoes were slightly more effective at the initial part of the war? And shipping, so convoy losses would have been horrendous at a time where that would have been extremely problematic, where public opinion for supporting Britain was not that high. Not wishing to shit on them, but the Americans are not willing to get into this fight. It's Europe's problem. Why would they give a shit about what Europe is doing? So at that point, it was like, yeah, Britain's fucked. You know, they're screwed. Sympathies, but, you know, left on scene. It was only after a couple of years that the public opinion started to come round. And then it really came round when the Japanese decided to attack. That's when it was like, all right, okay, yeah, you know, America cracked their knuckles, and right, you started it. Now we're finishing it. But yeah, so this initial part was very much a near-run thing. The course of the war could have changed drastically. Indeed, the politicians knew, yeah, so credit to them, Smajdalf. The politicians saw the writing on the wall. They knew that something had to be done. But public opinion was Europe's problem. Not all members of the public. Many volunteers made their way immediately over to Britain and fought in secrecy. In fact, one of the pilots that actually found the Bismarck was an American flying this type of plane. In fact, I think. Hang on a second. Where is it? I can't switch to it when I'm underwater. Yes, flying this exact type of plane, I believe. An American volunteer who immediately signed up and made his way to Britain to join in the fight. He was one of the pilots that actually found the Bismarck. Thank you, Nakomi. Thank you very much. Not to mention the huge number of merchant men and women serving on the ships that are bringing supplies over. An enormous international collection of people. It's not just British, from all over the Commonwealth, from America, from Canada. Yeah, many people have already decided that the World War II, yeah, for them it's on. Hitler's got to be stopped. Thank you, Nakom and Glyph. Thank you very much. Okay. Yeah, you've got the Free French fighting for the restoration of their country. Oh, yeah. And then, yeah, all of these countries over here are pretty much pissed off, sending their brightest over here to join in the fight. Poland in particular, the Free Polish are fighting. Yeah. The Allies are working together. Okay. Right, so I'm just going to travel underwater for a little bit. Yeah, so wait until the cover of night, and then we'll resurface. Battery power. There we go.
Yes, sir.
Okay, resurfacing.
New depth. Meters.
Coming back up to the surface. The plane should have bogged off, and even if it hasn't, it's going to struggle to find us in the darkness. Alright. Okay. Anyway, for the people just joining the stream, please know that bullshittery-wise, I've got one that's nearly ready. I'm just trying to... So effectively every night, I've been rendering it overnight. So just, sorry, that means just having my PC spit out the finished video from all of the files that I've got. And then I watch it in the morning over a cup of coffee, and I make a big list of, oh, that looks a bit rubbish. Like all the little mistakes that I've made. And so each day I'm just going through fixing them. So I think, so if it's 19 minutes long, I've got minutes 1 through 15 good, I think. There's a couple of bits I'm like, but now I'm focusing on minutes 15 to 19. And I've got about 36 issues that I spotted this morning. None of them very big. They're like, that text is weird, or that animation's wonky. Or, you know, you can't spell the word goblin. That sort of thing. So, we're going to go through those 36 issues, render it again tonight, watch it again tomorrow. I feel a bit... I feel a bit Groundhog Day right about now. I'm doing my best. Just need to get the bugger done. I know, I keep spelling it with 2 B's everywhere throughout the video. It's like the word... Because I keep calling us loot goblins. So it's like, we're being loot goblins. I can't spell the word goblin. Right, okay, 4 knots on the surface. Can I do better than that? Maybe... Can I shimmy... Yeah, get a few good crew members over there, the rested ones. There we go. And get a good watch officer up there. Where is he? He's here in the bow quarters. Alright, let's give it another save just in case. Oh, the sea's getting a bit rough. Woo, we're underwater.
Current depth 10.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So yes, just trying to get this bullshittery done. Although, again, just a caveat, sorry. When I say done, I've got a bunch of scenes that I can't do yet because I've still got some artists that I'm commissioning. So I don't think it's going to be ready for the public reveal yet. I'll probably send the funny moments to the patrons and the Twitch subs and be like, is this funny? Whilst working on those nice cinematics that I want to do. So bear with me. Still working on it. Okay. Right, so we're going to travel on the surface under the cover of darkness. We are
Aircraft
getting...
spotted.
Really? Fucking hell, we're getting buzzed like crazy. Are we going to be okay? Oh no, they've got spotlights now? Piss flaps!
Aircraft spotted.
Yes, sir.
Bearing
Holy crap!
6.
Holy crap! Crash dive, crash dive. Okay, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. Big trouble. Big trouble. Down, 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 down. Oh! No, 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 no. Leave us alone. We're an innocent submarine. No! Holy crap. Okay, their anti-submarine technology is getting way better. Okay, maybe I should change my heading as well. They're probably guessing where I am.
Current depth 10.
Our batteries weren't even fully recharged.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
hard
Rudder
left.
5 degrees to port.
Yeah, they're probably plotting my course on their charts over in Gibraltar. And they're like, send the Catalina that way.
Current depth 2.
It's also my course. Bloody hell, we're lucky that he didn't drop a bomb. Is everyone alright? Anybody get hit? No, we seem to be okay. Didn't hit anything vital, though we probably got a couple of bullets lodged in the outer hull, the outer skin.
Current depth 30.
Yeah, they have a spotlight. Jesus, I thought that was later in the war, but I guess they've already got it. Okay, that Catalina's going to do its thing. Stay the fuck away from it. Just keep moving under the water. Let's have a read then. So the ley light. So the ley light was a British World War II era anti-submarine device used in the Battle of the Atlantic. It was a bloody hell. It was a powerful 22 million candela carbon arc searchlight of 24 inches, so 610 millimeters diameter, fitted to a number of the British Royal Air Force Coastal Command patrol bombers to help them spot German U-boats at night. Early night operations with the new air-to-surface vessel radar, ASV, demonstrated that the radar's minimum range of about 1 kilometer meant that the target was still invisible when they disappeared off the radar display. Efforts to reduce this minimum were not successful, so Wing Commander Humphrey de Verde hit upon the idea of using a searchlight that would be switched on just when the target was about to disappear from the radar. The U-boat had insufficient time to dive, and the bombardier had a clear view of the target. Introduced in June 1942. You hacking bastards! You time-travelling hacking bastards! You don't get that tech until a year from now, Royal Air Force. Cheeky, cheating cheaters. Wait, 0 knots? Why 0 knots? Are we okay? Diesel engines are okay. Go on, get the electric engine going. There we go. You bunch of cheating cheaters! Are we okay? Yep. Where is that? You're still fairly close to us. Holy crap. That's proper close to us because we weren't moving from our position.
Current depth 60.
Yeah, travel at 60.
Yes, sir. New depth
Level out.
60.
Okay. So Germany introduced the Metox radar warning receiver in an effort to counter the combination of the ASV and the ley light. Metox provided the submarine crews with early warning that an aircraft was using radar. Because the radar warning receiver could detect radar emissions at a greater range than the radar could detect vessels, this often gave the U-boat enough warning to dive. Having expected this, the Allies introduced the centimetric ASV Mk3 radar, regaining control of the battle. Although the German Naxos countered these radars by the time the U-boat force. By that point, the U-boat force was already damaged beyond repair. So yes, effectively. So radar until they get close enough to the target, and then spotlight so they can see it, and then they hose it with a machine gun. Yeah. Or bombs. So this is happening because I got too close to Gibraltar. And if I just bring down this map of approximate air coverage... Yeah, we're fucking on the maximum edge. Okay, maybe we're not. Yeah, we're well within their coverage. Alright. Oh no, wait, sorry, that's not even... Sorry, what is that? High naval traffic. Sorry, that's high naval traffic. So that's their coverage. Fuck, so we're super in their coverage. Alright. Yeah, we need to get the fuck away from here. So Gibraltar has its own airstrip. There he is. Screw you. We're going to win this war. Yeah. We're going to take over Great Britain. And we're going to be eating cheese in London with the Queen. Yeah. That's how it's going to go down. All right. That's the plan. And there's going to be an enormous statue to all the Kriegsmarine people somewhere in London. Definitely, yes. Yes, yes. And we're going to take Winston Churchill's statue. Not that he has one yet, but we're going to make one, and then we're going to throw it into the Thames. No, wait. Something sillier. What could we do with Winston Churchill's statue? What would be an appropriate... Turn it upside down, paint a willy on it. No, I'm pretty sure the British are doing that already. Insert the cigar in his bum. That's classy. Melt it down and turn it into a Goring statue. No, can we not give Goring anything else? The fat bugger is taking all the jewel-encrusted batons and medals and cars. Hermann Goering has had enough swag. If anything, someone needs to talk to him, because fucking hell. It's ridiculous. Besides, no, we don't want to go anywhere near that fat bastard. He's already screwing everything up for the Luftwaffe. Okay. Yeah, just put him in a dress. Why not? Oh. Are you guys in the chat familiar with the statue of Nelson? Sorry, is it Wellington? No, it's Wellington. My mistake. The statue of Wellington in, I think it's Birmingham. There's a statue of I suppose General Wellington. No, sorry. Fucking, what's his full rank? Hang on. Wellington statue. The Duke of Wellington. Okay, but his rank. So first Duke of Wellington. Well, yeah, he was the general at Waterloo. Anyway, there's a statue of him, and it's become a bit of a game to put a traffic cone on his head. And effectively, whenever they wake up, yeah, so a member of the public will put a traffic cone on his head, and then, of course, the local council will put it down. Next morning, traffic cone goes up on his head, and it's just this continual game. It's just become a huge game, and like this great big local city meme. Is it Glasgow? I'm so sorry. Where you just, if you just like Google image Duke of Wellington statue, you'll see it's got a cone on his head. It's like a tradition, local tradition. It's supposed to sort of show the tongue-in-cheek, silly nature of the city. And then, of course, people, like, it keeps escalating. Like, suddenly he's got 5 traffic cones. Suddenly his horse has a traffic cone. You know. And they can't leave it there. They've got to keep taking it down. So it just, you know, just becomes a continual game. Oh, Pickle Tiger posted a link. Is that? Hang on. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Just, yeah. So wizard traffic cone. Yeah. It's a wizard hat. It costs like 10,000 a year. Well, it's fucking nothing. You know, a year, annually speaking. Yeah, probably. No, Albino. I imagine they're traffic cones. We're not manufacturing traffic cones. They're clearly getting nicked. Yeah. Anyway, so my point is that I'm surely that would happen already to any statue of Winston Churchill. People are going to be drawing penises or whatever. It's just it's what we do. We're British. Right. Okay. So it's midnight. Again, I need to travel on the surface at night in order to recharge the batteries. So I'm just hoping that a change of course will throw them off a little bit. So what's my current... So yeah, return to course. Battery level is dropping. Okay, once again we return to the surface. As quick as we can. There we go. We're up. Not enough crew in the diesel compartment. It's alright, they'll switch over momentarily. There we go. Diesel engine, diesel engine. Right, let's just shimmy along a little bit then. If they're going to get arsey with us. Fucked up. Go here. Just try and pull away. Alright, so we're only travelling at 5 knots. Sorry, not the most interesting stream this morning. Just trying to get back home. Yes indeed, Super. We're on our way back home. We haven't fired a single damn torpedo. We got ourselves rammed by an enemy destroyer. Okay, speed up the time. So it's currently the 19th of March. So what's happening on the 19th of March? Timeline of World War II. So the worst bombing of London so far this year, with heavy damage from incendiary bombs. Plymouth and Bristol are bombed again. So tomorrow, the Italian spring offensive is called off after heavy losses and virtually no progress. Whose Italian spring offensive? What, the Commonwealth one? On the 21st of March, the... oh, piss. Another one? Yep. It's a Hudson. What's a Hudson? Is it coming our way? It is. Damn it. Dive, 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 dive. Crash dive. Let's go. Emergency orders. Crash dive. God damn, these planes. God damn, god damn, god damn. Hudson is a tactical bomber. Like a dive bomber? Oh, bloody hell. That's a big boy. 4 bombs. Biggies. Big boy, big boy, big boy. Down, 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 down. Let's go, down we go. Let's go. Okay, we should be nice and safe. Thank you, Ale YOLO. Thank you very much, Ale. Yeah, we're still in range of Gibraltar, that's the trouble. There's the convoy over there.
Current depth 20.
Alright. She's about to fly over us, I think. Here it is. Yeah, it's missed us. There it is. Gonna pull into a dive. No, that's... What on earth is it doing? That's not a dive. Okay. I think it's just looking for us. We should be okay. What's the point? So what's the win condition for the game? Well, effectively, we're trying to sink Allied shipping to force Britain into submission. If the end game the end game involves a man with a funny moustache and a bad hairdo marrying his, is it first cousin or second cousin? I think in a private ceremony in a bunker in Berlin, and then shooting each other, and then the game ends. Right. No crew in the guys. Let's go. Sorry, spoiler warning. And then Berlin gets occupied by 2 different sides. One side is all like, "Hey, that was shit. Let's not do that again. Let's give them lots of money and infrastructure and stuff like that to get them on their feet quickly, so a crazy man spouting nonsense won't take power for a 3rd time. Well, again, rather, but kick the whole thing off for a 3rd time." And the other side was like, "Hi, I'm Stalin." And the 2 sides bickered for a bit, and the Germans sort of went, "You know, that Stalin guy's a bit iffy." And And then a sort of staring off competition started for many years. And by staring off competition, I mean Cold War. Fun! Not fun. Alright, so we're down to 69 meters. Nice. Let's go back up to periscope depth. We don't need to go this deep. Oversimplified, yeah. But yes, effectively, the nature of the post-war rebuilding was the Americans wanted, the Americans in particular, but the Allies collectively wanted to get Germany back on its feet quickly. They figured that a free and prosperous democratic Germany would be less hassle in the long run, but also would obviously serve to check the power of the Soviet Union, and the Soviet Union just wanted a buffer state. They wanted to break Germany so this bullshit would never happen again, but they wanted effectively the opposite. They wanted their own buffer against the Allies, and so East and West Germany would be divided, and one would prosper and the other would suffer. Okay. Thank you, Mabu. Thank you very much, Mabu. Right, we're back up to periscope depth. I presume that the plane has pissed off. Starving masses of people might tend to lend their ears even to listen to the crazy men with the terrible moustache. Indeed, that was the problem. So if you've got lots of people sitting at home, well, they've got no work after the First World War. They're angry. They're bitter. They felt like they were betrayed, stabbed in the back, or rather they're being told that they were betrayed, stabbed in the back by pacifists and the intellectuals and the conspiracy back home to stab Germany in the back. Yeah, basically a hotbed for fanatical ideology. But again, what most people don't remember about the rise of Adolf Hitler was that it was also a fairly near-run thing. His the biggest competition was the communists. So communism was indeed a huge influence taking root at the time. So again, it could have gone either way. But yeah. Sorry, I'm sort of rambling between different topics. Okay, I can't see the damn plane. Must have pissed off. Damn it. If Hitler didn't piss Russia off and Russia decided to side with Germany, do you think the Allies would have still won World War II? Honestly, that never would have happened, Jopinga. So it's not just simple as saying having them pal together. Their alliance, well, specifically their alliance, their non-aggression pact over the remains of Poland, sort of signed over the remains of Poland, it was always very fragile, Jopinda, always. So the two sides, Russia and Germany, had completely conflicting sets of ideologies. So they were going to fight it out regardless. It was really just a question of when. And honestly, even if the Allies had sued for peace and then Germany and Russia were left, Russia probably would have still won, ultimately. Yeah. So effectively, the hope was that Germany could catch Russia with their pants down. And unfortunately, it didn't go, well, it went horribly wrong for them. Well, not unfortunately, because ultimately that's what led to their defeat. But, yeah. Hitler's personal ideology and weird, crazy obsession with, what was it, Lebensraum? So, living space. Also, Germany's dependence on oil that Russia was providing more or less guaranteed that the two of them were going to go to blows at some point. They couldn't not. Yeah. But if anything, the ideal situation for Germany would have been for the torpedoes to work effectively at the start of the Battle of the Atlantic, severely cutting down the amount of supplies reaching Britain, for America to remain neutral and subsequently provide help, yes, but realize that the UK is doomed. The UK would have no doubt sued for peace and entered like a sort of, we're going to stay neutral / we'll sign whatever pact to stay the fuck away from us. I doubt that a military invasion, because regardless of all of this, the Royal Navy's still intact, so Germany's not entering Britain anytime soon. So there would just be an unfavourable peace. And then the next thing would be Germany attacking Russia with all of their resources at the right moment, and them not being able to successfully recover. Yeah. But again, the biggest threat to Germany will always be Russia. Always. America and Britain are frankly small potatoes compared to Russia. Russia is the big bad. Yeah. Or was. The Soviet Union was the big bad, rather. You don't think the British would have ever surrendered? I don't know, Nico, honestly. Seriously, I think it was a close thing. It really was. It's tempting to say that, but when your cities, well, when your infrastructure's fucked, when you're getting bombed, when you're alone and you have no food. Yeah. Okay, I think we can surface again. What's our battery power like? Emergency orders, reports, sorry. No, we'll keep travelling under here for a little bit. Not too long, though. There we go. Just a couple of hours. Avoid any of those damn planes. Right, back up to the surface.
Yes, sir. 0 meters.
Damn planes. Creeping up on us all the time. There we go. And then diesel engine compartment is occupied. Make sure the watchtowers are up. Okay. Herman's up there. Hartwig. Where's Carl gone? Carl, where are you, mate? There he is. Carl, get up on watch. Don't get killed. Okay. Lower the observation periscope. Right. Oxygen reserves are back up to full. And we're continuing on our course. Yeah, we just need to get away from bloody Gibraltar. How far can we travel? Hang on, so 7 knots. Shame we don't have the flat gun. Then we just shoot down the damn plane. Right, 7 knots. We're still in range of their air force. So they've probably got planes just going back and forth, to be honest. Scouting, just waiting. Probably give the game another save. Thank you, Craven the Pally. Sorry, or Carverin the Pal even. Thank you very much. Okay. Right. Whoops, sorry. Overlay still up. So yeah, what else is going on this week? Not much really. Again, I just kind of feel like I'm in Groundhog Day a little bit. Just trying to get this video done. I do want to go fishing. Yeah, I really would like to go off and go fishing. Okay. You alright, Sweet Pea? The dog's behind me, scratching herself. Hang on. Can you see her clearly? I can't actually see OBS right now. Up a bit. There we go. Just behind the curtain. Yeah, behind the cushion over there. Oop, bugger. Yeah, nice weather for carp fishing. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so it's now, what's the the date? March 20th, 1941. Let's have a quick look then. So March 20th. So the Italian spring offensive called off. So tomorrow, the Yugoslavian cabinet resigns in protest against Prince Paul's pact with the Nazis. Street demonstrations occur, expressive of a deep dislike for Germany. Also on the 24th of this month, Rommel attacks and reoccupies Aglahaila, I think it says, in Libya, in his first offensive. The British retreat, and within 3 weeks are driven back to Egypt. Okay, so Rommel is doing his thing in North Africa. Cool. Okay. Hi there, Ironic. Welcome indeed. This is Silent Hunter 3, Ironic Brew. So effectively we're playing as a submarine in the Second World War. Sorry, a U-boat in the Second World War. Our purpose is to attack Allied shipping to reduce the number of supplies. So things like metals, food, ammunition, fuel, reaching Great Britain and therefore keeping it in the war. And by extension also attacking the enormous cargo vessels that are doing it. So not just sinking the material, but also preventing transport vessels from... oops, fuck. Is that coming at us? Aircraft spotted. What's it doing? It flew over us, but did it see us? Where is it?
Aircraft spotted. Bearing
292. Medium range. Keep your eyes on it. We might have gotten away. Is it coming about? If it's... Oh no, it's coming about. Fuck. Fuck. Okay. Emergency orders, crash dive.
Crash dive.
Guessing it saw us. Crash dive quickly. Well, these aircraft aren't fucking around anymore, are they? Especially the ones at Gibraltar. Where is it? Oh, bugger. Oh, bugger. Oh, bugger. Are we okay? Woo! That was close. We're okay. At least their gunnery skills are rubbish. Okay, we're on. Yeah, so we're on the edge of their range now, so we should be safe soon.
Current depth
Good.
2-0.
Okay, let's keep proceeding. So, what is a Hudson? Let's have a quick look.
Current depth 3-0.
Hudson plane. American, maybe?
Current depth 4-0.
No, not the flight that landed in the Hudson River. Here we go, the Hudson plane. Lockheed Hudson, an American-built light bomber and coastal reconnaissance aircraft. Ooh, okay. So, the Hudson was a military conversion of the Lockheed Model 14 Super Electra airliner and was the first significant aircraft construction contract for the Lockheed Aircraft Corporation. The initial Royal Air Force order for 200 Hudsons far surpassed any previous order the company had ever received. The Hudson served throughout the war, mainly with Coastal Command, but also in a transport and training role, as well as delivering agents into occupied France. They were also used extensively with the Royal Canadian Air Force anti-submarine squadrons and by the Royal Australian Air Force. Ah, interesting. Hang on a second. Where is it? There it is, coming in for another bombing run. But we're not over there, we're over here. Did he even bomb? No. Okay. So what's this, sorry? By February 1939, the Hudsons began to be delivered, initially equipping number 224 Squadron RAF at Scotland. By the end of the war, 78 Hudsons were in service. Due to the United States neutrality at the time, early series aircraft were flown to the Canada-US border, landed, and then towed on their wheels over the border into Canada by tractors, before being flown to the Royal Canadian Air Force airfields, where they were dismantled and cocooned for transport as deck cargo by ship to Liverpool. Huh. We've actually sunk a few ships going to Liverpool. Maybe we've successfully hit some of these models that were built. Interesting. Thank you, Wheelie. Thank you very much, Wheelie. I see. Cool. What else here? Sorry. On October, so 1939, the Hudson became the first Allied aircraft operating from the British Isles to shoot down an enemy aircraft. Oh, wow. For real? Okay. What else happened? Its opponents found that the Hudson had exceptional maneuverability for a twin-engine aircraft. It was notable for the tight turns achievable if either engine was briefly feathered. The highest-scoring Japanese ace of the war, Saburo Sakai, praised the skill and fighting ability of the RAAF Hudson crew killed in action over New Guinea after being engaged by 9 highly maneuverable Mitsubishi Zeros. The crew, captained by Warren Cohen in his Hudson Mk-3A, was intercepted over Buna by 9 Zeros, led by Sakai. The Hudson crew accomplished many aggressive and unexpected turns, engaging the Japanese pilots in a dogfight for more than 10 minutes. It was only after Sakai scored hits on the rear and upper turret that the Hudson could be destroyed. Its crew made such an impression on Sakai that after the war ended he sought to identify them. In 1997, Sakai wrote formally to the Australian government recommending that Cohen be posthumously awarded your country's highest military decoration. Good on him. Good man. Respect, yeah, for his opponent and their abilities in battle. A similar thing actually happened off the coast of St. Nazaire. So during the commando raid that's to happen next year, apparently one of the commandos refused to surrender. He was on a mounted machine gun, I think it was, out to sea on one of the boats, and despite multiple requests, I think it was by like a German patrol boat or something, despite multiple requests to surrender, he refused and fought to the death. So same situation, the officer of that boat refused to let his memory just, fade into nothing, and so went to the coast, found the officers that had been captured, and insisted that his name, insisted that he receive the Victoria Cross, so I guess the British version of the Medal of Honor, for his gallantry. Yeah. Respect for your opponent in times of war. Okay. So, has that plane pissed off? This plane, however, can piss off. I'm not respecting this one. He's a knobhead. Will you bog off? We're trying to go back home. Wanker, you piss off. Go home and eat some beans on toast. Leave us alone. Right. We weren't doing anything, everybody. We were on holiday off the coast of Africa, just enjoying, some fishing, when we were attacked by an Allied destroyer, came out of nowhere, rammed us. Unacceptable conduct. That's what that was. We weren't doing anything. We weren't stalking the convoy that it was protecting. No. We're recreational U-boat. Okay. Yeah, I'm hoping we can get away from them after this, so let's speed up the time. So, travel slow. Okay, and give me overlay of our battery. So it's currently 1 in the morning. Whoops. 2 in the morning. 3 in the morning. Okay, the plane has no doubt pissed off by now. Back to the surface. Ahead standard. Well, ahead 1/3. There we go. We're on the surface. Still got low visibility. That's good. Okay. Right. Yes, we were deep water fishing. That's what we were doing. We're off getting some marlin or whatever. And then we were rudely interrupted. And then rammed. Okay. So we should be clear of their air patrols now, I rather hope.
New message received.
Okay, so new message received. 3 ships sunk by U-105. Nice, well done then. So we're just off the coast of Spain. So about 1,416 kilometers remaining. Navigator, how far can we travel? 6,000 kilometers. Can we pick up a bit of speed then? On our current fuel, 3,000. Yeah, we should be fine. Travel at standard speed then, so 10 knots. What a disaster of a patrol this has been. Holy shit. We've spent almost, well, by the time we get home, a month at sea. And nothing to show for it. Why is the port blue? It is Allied. Well, it is Axis, rather, sorry. So it's our side. So it's occupied France. Yes. Okay. Sorry, off the coast of Portugal. Yes, sorry, you're right. Trying, American, trying, but I keep getting buzzed by planes. 'Cause they're bastards. Okay, so March 21st. Let's have a look. What's going on March 21st? So the Yugoslavian cabinet has resigned in protest. In 3 days, Rommel attacks in Libya. After that, on the 25th of this month, Italian MTMs of the Decima MAS, not sure what that is, sorry, sink the heavy cruiser HMS York. Oh, really? What is that, sorry? Italian Commando Frogman Unit. Oh, wow, okay. Nice. The HMS York was a large tanker off Crete. Okay, so a commando raid by the Italians takes out an HMS tanker. Bloody hell. Okay. Right, so we're past Portugal and Spain. Let's just beeline it straight there. Let's get the fuck home. How's the weather? It's still kind of rubbish. Alright. Travelling at 7 knots on the surface on the way back to Saint Nazaire. Indeed, Nova. Yes, the early submarines in that, in the bad conditions at May Island. May they rest in peace. What a horror show. So the blue market in Portugal is not a harbour. It's a tanker that's quietly resupplying. So it's an ally. It's a friendly tanker that's quietly resupplying submarines with torpedoes and fuel, sitting pretty in a neutral port.
New message received.
Additional messages are being received. So again, I really hope that our repair, effectively that our repair job doesn't keep us in the port for too long. Warship. Sound contact. Warship. Moving slow and closing. Really? Dive. Now. We don't know what that sound contact is. A warship? Surely it is friendly. Just in case. You never know. Give me the observation periscope. Walter, where? Hang on. Ah, fuck. We can't hear it on the hydrophone because I turned the wrong way.
1-0.
What warship? Bugger. Totally buggered. How do I switch over to the observation periscope on a hotkey? So we're just turning the vessel so that the hydrophone can hear it. Okay.
Contact.
Merchant.
Bearing 3-1 long range.
Bearing 3-1 long range.
Warship closing. Bearing 3-7.
We found like a convoy accidentally. Wait, I've just realised my observation periscope can actually do targeting. I thought it couldn't. Long range. What have we found? What is this? Allied? Sure, yeah, surely. Hang on. I've no idea. Yeah, they've got to be friendly. Or at least neutral, right? Just mark them for a second. So these are their sound contacts. Give Walter a bit more time. Hang on. Turn the vessel this way, Walter. Drop speed a bit.
Ahead slow.
So we're just turning the submarine. So his hydrophones won't work forward facing. They've got like a cone facing outwards that way. Like that, you see? So I just need to bring the submarine around. There we go. Have a listen. So that was the last point of contact for the sound. There we go. Travelling at 1 knot. Can you hear them again, Walter? What can you hear? Has he lost them? Is that still the same marker as before, or? They're coming at us? What are we dealing with here? Hang on. Where's Walter? Hang on a second. Whoa, I'm drunk. Walter, what are you listening to? Gimme. Where's the volume control? Sorry, where were they again? They'll be bearing... Oh, wrong side. Okay, hold up. Walter? This side. There. Speeding up and slowing down. Bearing 310. There's definitely something. Observation periscope. We're down 13 meters. Oh, wait, attack periscope. My mistake. Observation periscope. How strange. Okay, keep closing on them. We might have some prey. So where are they now? There? We might have prey coming straight towards us. Okay, give it a save just in case. Now let's be careful, let's not sink like a neutral vessel, eh? Right. So here we go. Yeah, they're definitely coming at us, whatever they are. Never mind that course. Yeah, they've got to be friendly. They wouldn't be. You wouldn't have the Royal Navy all the way out here. Doesn't make any sense. Yeah, we're more or less directly in their path right now. Oh, sorry, overlay. Sorry, my mistake. My bad. Okay, so bearing 0. I do see something. What is that? What is that? There, you see that? It's got its lights on as well. It can't be hostile. Any lock on it? Armed trawler. It's small. Not sure what nation. Too small. Armed trawler. Is that the merchant? What's a medium cargo? That's a nice target. Medium, but whose nation? What flag does it fly under? Too far to tell. Should I be cheeky beaky and just have a quick zoom over? Hang on. I don't want to sink another fucking neutral. To be cheeky beaky. So it's probably neutral, so let's not get our hopes up. Okay. We've got... free... French, but... French. Oh wow, it is a bunch of cargo vessels. So, but sorry, who's French? Is that Vichy government French? Are they like? So, because there's is it Free French or Vichy government French? How do I know? If it's Vichy, then they're ostensibly allied, and then well, not allied. That's Free French? I think they're friendly. Because, yeah, they're Axis. And it would make sense as well because, they're close to south of France, aren't they? So, But then again, I'm English and shooting at French is kind of like a hobby. No, we shouldn't. They're on our side, or rather they're occupied. The Vichy have an axe on their flag. I don't think the game... Fuck, where's my handbook? Hang on. Where's the little flag icon? Hang on. Piss, not that. So, Australia, Belgium, British Reich, Bulgaria, Canada, Colombia, Croatia, Denmark, Egyptian, don't know, Finland, Frank, right, okay. Wait, what? I'm wondering if there's like a distinction made in the handbook. Did I miss it? Brazilian, right? Bulgarian, Canadian, Colombian, Croatian. I passed it. Am I stupid? Sorry. Ah, I see. Gotcha. But no, they've got to be friendly. They're friendly, aren't they? Yeah. Oh no, 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 no. Wait. Ah, is that Fries Frankreich? Is that Vichy? So they are enemy. Free French. Okay. Right. Are we doing this? It feels like it's a very bad idea. Oh, sorry. It's the other way around. Fries French is the Free French. Gotcha. They've put the sign on it to distinguish them from the... Right. So they're friendly. They're friendly. Alright, let's leave them the fuck alone. So, Fries Frankreich is the French on the Allied side. Got it. These ships are friendly. In which case, I'm surfacing. If they shoot at me, I'm going to be so knocked off right about now. Oh, well. What a rubbish patrol.
Yes, sir. Returning to course.
Let's go. There they are. Hello. Armed trawler escorting a medium cargo and another medium cargo. Take care. Happy trading. Right, let's continue on our way to Saint Nazaire. Get back home, repair the U-boat. Off we go. How are we doing in terms of fuel? Ooh, bugger. Fuel level is very low. Navigator, what's my current maximum range? 3,577 kilometers, but we've only got 700 kilometers until we get home. Rubbish weather, holy shit. Okay. So, if you're just joining the stream, yeah, it's been a disaster. We went off the coast of Africa. We tried to attack a large convoy in very bad weather conditions, and all we got for our trouble was a destroyer's bow in our conning tower. Our periscope quite literally ripped out of its mount. It's probably currently being used as a souvenir by the sailors aboard that vessel. And all of our torpedoes are still intact, and we've got bad damage to the engine compartment from a depth charge. Yeah, it was a huge fucking shit show. I hope we don't have to go back to Africa again. And we're just about to pull into our home base in occupied France. The date is currently March the 23rd, so we've been out here for what, like 22 days-ish? Hang on. So March the 23rd, 1941. So tomorrow, Rommel is attacking in Libya. Okay. What else happens in March? So on the 27th, Crown Prince Peter becomes Peter II of Yugoslavia and takes control after an army coup overthrows the pro-German government of the Prince Regent. Also, Spanish spy Takeo Yoshikawa arrives in Honolulu, Hawaii and begins studying in the United States. Okay. Hitler orders his military leaders to plan for an invasion of Yugoslavia. One result of his decision will be a critical time delay in the invasion of the Soviet Union. Okay. And at the end of the month, the Africa Corps continues their German offensive in North Africa. Alright. Keep speeding up the time. I might want to request a transfer. For some reason, the game limits the subs you can buy to your flotilla. Maybe a Runkle, but we don't have the renown right now to really do a big sub purchase for a Type 7C. But also, the other submarine pens necessitate going around Scarpa Flow, which is a bit of an arse clencher, a butthole clencher even. It's much easier to get out into the Atlantic from occupied France than it is either going through there and getting spotted by the RAF or going around here and again getting spotted by the RAF and then shadowed by destroyers in some pretty shallow waters. Okay. Right. So we're pulling in back to our harbour.
New message received.
Okay, so fingers crossed the repairs don't take too long. I would really like to see the Bismarck. Alright, we're on the surface, arriving in occupied France. So we were out there for about a month, so it's March the 24th. Alright. Weather's awful. Spotting a bunch of random ships and probably other U-boats doing their thing. Okay. Right. So, the crew will go back and take some much needed leave for a few weeks and we'll try to sort out repairs to the sub and report that the patrol went very, very badly indeed. Alright, so let's exit the patrol. There we go. So so 46 healthy, no wounded, 1 dead. So sorry, who died? What was his name? Was it Dieter? Yeah. Okay, so Saint Nazaire. Fuck! No merchants sunk, no tonnage hit, 1 petty officer killed. Terrible. Really, really bad. So we left on the 27th, of February, and we returned on the 24th of March. Went off the coast of Africa, and failed pretty badly. Okay, so now the 28th, so next day, so debriefing. Start date. Shall we have a look? And then we'll have a look at the timeline and see what we're dealing with. So I presume we're somewhere in late April, maybe very early spring. Sorry, very early May. So yes, anyway, so for the people just joining the stream, welcome to the Second World War, 1941. So the Battle of the Atlantic rages, and it's about to take a horrible turn for the submarines as technology starts to get to the point where the Allies are on top of the submarines specifically, but yeah, the strategic situation as a whole. Okay. Oh, I see. News for December 1940. Yes. That was a while ago. Maybe that's bugged. Okay. So, how far forward? How much leave has been taken? Right. So, the current date is April 15th. Okay. Right. So, we've had a couple of weeks off, and now we're back to it. Now, what does that mean insofar as April 15th? How much? So, April 15th. Okay. So, if we stay at sea for 15 days, which seems fine, it's going to be close, I'm going to be honest. So, the Bismarck stuff happens when? The Bismarck starts happening the 20th, so it's the end of next month. So we've got 15 days left of April, and then another 27 days. We might get away, if we do a very quick patrol, we might get away with coming back, refueling. So we could. So what should we do? Should we stay out there at sea and then just use very little fuel? We could just stay out there at sea, so long as we don't burn through our fuel too much. We should be able to assist the Bismarck. Okay. 1 second, so I'm just thinking. Alternatively, if I came back... So if I stay out for about 15 days maximum, so a very short patrol, come back, take another shore leave. Yeah, very short. So let's do a short patrol. Where can we get in? Yeah, where can we go in 15 days? So 15 days maximum. So if we were to travel... Yeah, so let's just go out here then. Hunt for something. So hang on, where's the convoy map then? So yeah, there are convoys here. Keep it very short then. Obviously we'll be in... Yeah, it's going to be tricky because there's lots of air power there. Go to the western approach. Yeah, here. Okay. Yeah, keep it short then. Alas, unfortunately, sorry, looking at the time, folks, a bit anticlimactic, but I do have lots of work, lots of editing to do today, and it is already 15 minutes past 1. Okay, hang on quickly. Just get out there. Yeah, time is of the essence. Okay, straight here, that's what I'm thinking. We more or less have to stay under the water during the daylight hours. Okay, forward we go. Ahead standard. I need to wrap up the stream in a moment. There's a plane somewhere. Okay. There it is. Right, okay. So ahead full. Alright. Let's go. Speed up the time. Have I done videos on RimWorld? Alas, I haven't, Mr. Beaver. That type of game, the format of it doesn't really match what I do generally on YouTube. So it'd be not impossible to switch over to that sort of thing, but I got to be aware of audience expectations now. Okay. Indeed, we'll do just a couple more minutes. Super fudge. Yeah. We're not too. Yeah, we don't have to travel too far anyway. I'm rather hoping we get at least some Luftwaffe cover in this area. Yeah, just me, Casper. Just my own. It's just a channel that I've got. That was another submarine coming back. Yeah. Okay, so we left on the 15th, didn't we? So it's still the 15th. It's the evening of the 15th. There we go. The sun is setting. Let's give it a save. 1 moment. So save short patrol 1. There we go. So we can be out. So we have to be back by the end of April, realistically speaking. Okay. Well, Terps, if anything, I'm attracted to quality, not games that are necessarily new. Yeah. If anything, when a game is too new, you've got no way of really knowing. Could be total shite. In fact, many games that I try that are recent, I just throw down out of disgust because they're shit. Okay. I think, again, sorry, forgive me, it's because I'm not really a streamer. I'm not really throwing myself at this activity for the sake of a career. I'm an editor. I edit the YouTube videos. That's my focus. That's what I really care about. And I've got my patrons who are very kind to me. I've got my Twitch subs, of course. You're also very kind to me. But all of it, frankly, is for the sake of me trying to edit the best I can. Yeah, so I'm not chasing views, for example. I want, hopefully, fingers crossed, when the video is done, for people to go, oh, that was nice. Enemy task force has been detected at grid AM93, moving north-northwest. Well, they're just leaving. Enemy task force, interesting. I wonder where they're going to go. Right, now we need to be careful because RAF patrols are going to grab us. So by day, we should submerge and stay under. Right. Is it full moon? Ah, damn, a large moon. That's going to mean that we'll be easier to spot. Let's also make sure that we have an officer of the watch. Stay up there. Oh yes, self-taught Terp. No formal training. Okay. No thank you, Blue Gentleman. I've got a shit ton of... I've got a huge backlog of my own streams already. But thank you. Also, 1 minute, I've just realised something. The waters here could be uncomfortably shallow. I need a ping? Report. Sorry. Report? There we go. Oh, that's very shallow. 114 meters. Meaning that if we do get caught, that's not really deep enough to evade depth charges effectively. Well, it is, but yeah, we shouldn't go too shallow. Yeah, that is uncomfortably shallow. Hopefully, Octavius, yes. I do have a few draft things, but they're not quite ready for full anything yet. 4 in the morning. Okay, let's go periscope depth. So we're just cruising at periscope depth now. Ahead slow. Okay. So we're in daylight hours. RAF are going to be patrolling, so we're just going to be cruising around at slow speed, listening with the hydrophones. Let me just check the battery. There we go. So it's now full daylight. It's 6 in the morning on the next day, April 16th. 7 in the morning. Yeah, this is fine. If we make 2 knots, the battery should last the whole day. Yeah. Cruise along nice and slow. What a beautiful day. What a beautiful day to be a U-boat, eh? Okay. And we should probably just sort of generally cruise a little bit. Maybe do some ziggy-zaggy action here to listen with these hydrophones. Okay, so it's now mid-afternoon. Battery's still looking good. We can probably go up speed just a little bit. Oh, hello. We've got a sound contact. Warship, medium speed and closing. Okay, go back down again. If a warship catches us, we'll be in no position to do anything about it, so... Yes, Mr. Les, I guess. Yeah, that's always the reality. I mean, a lot of the stuff I've got saved is old already. You know, I can only do the best I can. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I misclicked. So I've spoiler warning. I've just seen exactly what the ship is. Okay, that is indeed a destroyer. Patrolling, looking for us. So let's stay the fuck away from it. Can we get a rough idea of where it's going? Straight towards us, right. Full stop. Full stop, and also please sink down to around 80 meters.
6-0. New depth 7-3.
Yeah. Keep the engine running just a little bit.
1 knots.
Go to silent running.
Yes, sir. Rig for silent running.
So we're going to go a little bit deeper to make, if they're running their sonar. Just going to go a little bit deeper. So 15 meters, 17, 21. There we go. Down to 40 meters. So there they are. Just clear the... Can I clear the course? I think I control... Hang on. There we go. That's not what I wanted. Hang on a minute. So, clear the... Delete, maybe? Doesn't matter. It's coming quite close, in fact. Alright, full...
Yes, sir.
Kill the engine.
North.
All...
0 knots.
Stop. Stop, stop, stop. So it's almost the evening anyway, and then we'll have the cover of night again. So yeah, he's out there hunting. Cool, he's moving that way, he's coming close. He's entering our blind spot for the hydrophones. There he is, hello. Also, whilst we're here, bear with me, let me just bring down this map of known submarine nets. Is there like an entry for the English Channel? Not that I can see. No. Okay. Right. Okay, just waiting for him to piss off. There we go, he's pissing off. Patrol has gone past us, and he's probably going off to Portsmouth. Nice. Right, okay. Let's bring the ship back alive and start heading this way. Right, back to periscope
sir.
depth. It's almost night time, but then we can
Periscope
surface. Why not sink the patrol ship? You're not going to win a war by sinking dinghies. It's a tiny patrol ship, a tiny destroyer. Probably, well, I didn't see what type it was, but maybe even given to us by the Americans. Given to the English by the Americans. Yeah, we need to sink tonnage. That means tankers full of fuel. That means huge cargo containers with millions of tins of like spam or whatever that's feeding their armies. Okay. So it's almost the darkness. Okay. How's the battery power? Yep. Let's go up a little bit. Take us out of silent running. Okay. Right. Okay, how are we doing? How's the... Good, it's dark enough, so resurface
sir.
the boat.
New depth, 0 meters.
Right. Here we go. So we're now travelling on the surface. Make sure we got our officer of the watch up there. For some reason he doesn't always go. Guessing we have too few officers. Alright. Okay. Make sure that... Hang on. Got some people getting rest. Okay. So we're just trundling along the surface right about now. Check the battery. Yeah, we just need to recharge the batteries to full. Lovely. Battery recharged. Okay, quickly drop down to periscope depth again. Just briefly. And then cut engines down low. Travel down here for only a short amount of time. So our hydrophone range at slow speed is about that. So if there's any ship wandering around, we'll hear their propeller. There we go. Stay down here for about an hour. There we go. Resurface. Ahead standard. Thank you, Streeclaw. Thank you. Oh, enemy task force. Stand by. New report. So they're moving that way this time. I'm guessing they're going around the United Kingdom. Okay. So it's currently April the 17th. Let's go. Keep moving. Right. So again, periscope depth. Down we go. Reduce speed. Stay down for about 1 hour. So that would give us coverage of approximately that. There we go. Okay, then back up to the surface, ahead standard, recharge the battery. We're going to have to go under pretty soon anyway for the sake of daylight. There we go. Batteries, what's their status? Fully recharged, lovely jubbly. Okay, once again, periscope depth. Head slow. What happened this stream, Vold? We went back from Spain having sustained serious damage in a failed attempt to attack a convoy. We got back home to Saint-Nazaire in occupied France, got repairs, 15 days passed, and now here we are back out at the entrance to the English Channel looking for shipping. So we're so close to Britain now that we are definitely within the claws of the RAF. We need to be very careful, because if we provoke them, they'll just close their paw and trap us effectively with destroyers and planes at a depth that we cannot easily evade. So, yeah, we're going to submerge for the daylight hours and stay there. Right. So, how's our battery doing? Should be okay. We can run at 2 knots like this. Okay. So again, just little motions like that. Just swing the hydrophone around. Okay, we're staying under now. Keep the U-boat under the surface. This daylight will be spotted. Have I tried hunting in the Suez? No, I've not been down there. Okay, it's 10 in the morning. We have... Oh, hello. We've got a warship contact closing, bearing 326. Mark its current location. Approximate, sorry. And then we'll try to determine its course. So, yeah, so Walter on the... Okay, it's fairly easy. So Walter has identified a propeller that sounds like a warship. He estimates that it's heading that way. So if you can hear a merchant propeller behind it, it might be screening for a convoy. Nope, no merchant propellers. It's probably alone. Ignore. Okay, it's now almost 2 in the afternoon on April the 17th. We've been at this for a couple of days. I need to be careful because this... Ooh, okay, we got another warship contact here. So how shallow is this water? Can I get a ping? 118 meters. This is very shallow. I need to be very careful. If it gets too shallow, it's going to seriously compromise our ability to evade depth charges.
New message received.
New message received. It's from U123. It has just sunk a 6,991 ton steamer at that grid. Okay. It's almost the evening again, so it's around, yeah, late afternoon. So darkness is about to fall. Ah, pretty. There we go. Right, we should be safe to surface the boat, take us ahead standard. So we're just scouring for any targets. Oh, okay, maybe not 100% safe, maybe that was a bit too early. Looking for any silhouettes. Oxygen being replenished. Okay. Okay, once again, battery recharged. Good, good. Give me a ping under the keel.
Yes, sir. Depth under keel is
112 meters. It's getting shallower. Back
Yes,
to
sir.
periscope depth briefly, please.
Periscope depth.
Auf Tauchstationen!
Thank you, Gallop. Thank you very much. What's the advantage of the V path? Well, I'm just swinging. I'm swinging my hydrophone back and forth. It's a cone that goes. So effectively, Walter cannot hear directly in front of the submarine or behind. He can only hear here and here. So by swinging the submarine, I'm hoping to try and detect propellers. I should probably even make it a tighter swing, shouldn't I? Like this. So by doing that, I'm hoping to give Walter the best chance of grabbing some. We can't stay under for too long. Okay. And again, the range of the hydrophones is about that, 20-ish kilometers. Okay. Let's bring down the convoy map. So, this is just a rough approximation. So sometimes convoys pull in here to Swansea. Right. So let's pull up a little bit. Let's go up here a little bit then. So let's head that way. Again, I'm just really nervous about shallow waters. Hi there, Castikin. I'm good. I need to crack on with work. I'm being a slacker. Okay, head standard, resurface the boat. We've still got time before it gets a bit brighter. Get officers of the watch up there. Right. Oxygen reserves are sorted. Lovely jubbly. Okay, it's 3 in the morning.
Ship spotted.
Warship spotted. Fuck. Periscope depth.
Yes, sir.
Quickly. It looks like it's coming right towards us. Quick, quick, quick. Hopefully it didn't spot us under the cover of darkness. Okay. Quickly. What's my depth under keel?
Yes, sir. Depth under keel is 112.
Take me all the way down to 80 meters.
9 meters.
And rig for silent running.
Yes, sir. Rig for silent running.
And drop speed.
Current speed 2 knots.
Right, there he is. He's coming right towards us.
10. Current depth 20.
Okay. So it's sinking down into the dark waters. There we go. 30 meters. Down we go. 40 meters. Keep going. 53 meters. Okay. $64 meters.
Yes, sir. New depth 8 meters.
Take us down a little bit deeper. Well, hello. What's that? Has he gone past? Is it him? Has he just driven past us? Okay, no, he's going past us. He doesn't suspect a thing. Nice. Very nice. Okay, we're good. Let's continue then. Back up to periscope depth. Nice and slow. Nice and quiet. How's the batteries? Okay. Thing is, I'm worried about, you know, needing the batteries if we find a target. Why is he whispering? Because the destroyer has its own hydrophone operator. It's listening very carefully for anything that sounds strange, anything that sounds like metal clanking, men talking, propellers spinning, anything that doesn't sound like the ocean. Right. Because all it takes is one bloke singing, and they're like, wait, what's that? And then they know in the rough direction where it could be. Which is why it's like, Carl, stop singing. Oh, pretend you're a whale. And Carl starts going, making whale noises. And the guy on the hydrophone of the British destroyer is like, there's a German man pretending to be a whale over there. It's like, fucking Carl. Alright. So it's still 4 in the morning. It's getting brighter though. Yeah, we shouldn't risk it. Yeah, stay low. Take us out silent running.
Yes, sir.
I was watching some pretty cool scenes from the film Das Boot. So a very hyper-realistic take on submarine warfare. There's a particularly fun one where the captain is he's ordering like a crash dive as like a test. So he has one of his operators yell alarm. You probably heard it as one of the sound bites in the game for this mod at least. And then all of the men batten down the hatches. They start flooding the ballast tanks. All of this is happening in unison. So like you know, they're quickly running down the conning tower. They've got a few seconds to get underwater. And then what you see is the gangway, well, I'm not sure what the word for it would be, but this area here is getting cleared. So all the men can just, from the back, can run, sprint all the way and dive through the hatches at speed to run to the front of the boat. Reason being, just the massive bodies can act as extra weight in the bow, so they all just run here and just hug each other effectively, so that to increase the speed of the dive. So just all of these men just running through the ship, don't fall over, quickly, you know, get into the bow and then wait. It's really, really cool. Sounds kind of gay. Well, you know, you're on a U-boat, a bunch of men with big beards. Things get sweaty. Also, as the factoid that I keep repeating whenever we play this, which is just the fun thing that I read. So when they were filming Das Boot, they had like I think 2 different submarines. They had the set, but they had like a purpose-built submarine that they could roll around on like a set that they could roll around on hydraulics or something. But they also had a model. I think it was fiberglass. They had like a big fiberglass model that they would float. And then obviously it would be for all the exterior shots of the U-boat, right? So a one-to-one recreation of a U-boat that would be on like floating pontoons or whatever, however it was moving around. Anyway, so apparently this U-boat was docked, I think, off the coast of Portugal. And one day the crew turned up for filming, and it wasn't there. It was gone. Their U-boat was missing, and it turns out that one of the producers, or like production staff or something, had loaned it out for the day. Had loaned out the U-boat without telling anyone. So the crew were like, what the fuck? Thank you, sharp dexterity. Thank you. Anyway, the thing is though, more interestingly, when he loaned it out for use, he loaned it out to a different director, so a different film director. You might actually know. You might have actually seen the Das Boot U-boat, because that film that it was being used on for the day was a little something called Indiana Jones and Raiders of the Lost Ark. It's that U-boat that stops Indy. You know that scene with the U-boat stopping them in the tanker, and it's like, leave us the girl or whatever. You know, the Indy's dead. I shot him. I threw him overboard. You know, the captain who's like trying to trick the Nazis because they're in their U-boat. That's the U-boat from Das Boot. That's the one they loaned for the day. It's cool, isn't it? They loaned it to Steven Spielberg for the day. Yeah, indeed. I told people that watched the previous streams. I just read about that when I was reading about Das Boot. I was like, how cool is that? Stop saying Das Boot. Why? How do you pronounce it? People, is that not how it's pronounced? Hang on. Pronounce Das Boot. Das Boot. Is that not how it's said? Hang on. Oh, I don't have audio enabled on this PC. Whoops. Oh, it's pronounced Das Bout. Is it? Okay, my mistake. The boat in English. That's even worse. Alright. Well, regardless, the model that was used in a film called in English The Boat, but said in German, yes, so the model was used in Raiders of the Lost Ark. Hang on, we got a sound contact. Just noticed. What's that? Warship fast, moving away, long range. Warships could indicate convoys, so... Okay, it's moving ahead of us. No, I think these are just random patrols. It's 8 in the morning. I'm going to stay very much hidden. Yeah, they're quite active, as you can see. Whoa, hello. Two warships coming at us. Right, let's be a bit more careful. Turn to face, so bring the U-boat's profile towards it to minimize our overall shape, and come down. Yeah, sink the. Yeah, go down, go down. New depth 67 meters. There we go. Bringing the U-boat down gradually. Just keep the U-boat facing them to minimize the size of the ASDIC profile. Okay, keep moving. Cool. Yeah, they're just doing their thing. Alright, so it's 9 in the morning. Well, 10 in the morning. It's going to be way too bright. Did we miss the Bismarck? Not yet, Lord Rotter, but we do need to. Yeah, we need to be back within the next, say, 12 days or so. So we shouldn't be out here patrolling for too long. If we want to go on shore leave, come back and then catch the Bismarck. Okay, it's up speed a little bit. Go to 2 knots. So it's now mid. Yeah, it's the afternoon. Battery's still good. I'm very nervous about these shallow waters. Warship moving fast, closing. Should be right. Come down speed just in case. Yeah, it's getting quite close. Okay. Warship moving fast. I think they're just doing big loops, aren't they? Keep moving. Right, so how's battery? We're okay, but CO2 levels are climbing. We're going to have to surface soon to vent them. Almost nighttime, then we do. There we go. That should be good. Let's surface the boat. Any second now. Okay, up we go. Surface the boat. New depth, 0 meters. Now I'm not going to move too far, so yeah, just shimmy over here. There we go. So we're on the surface now. Yeah, fuck it, no, head standard so that we can recharge the batteries. Get officers of the watch up there, watching carefully. Okay. Indeed, I'm late for editing. Manio, so I'm a YouTuber, so I need to edit these videos that people keep telling me to make. I've got one that's almost ready. I'm just trying to polish the damn thing. Whole list of fuck-ups in it. So I've got 36 errors that I need to fix today. Between minutes 15 and 19. Right, give it another save just in case the game decides to have a crash. Short one. Alright. Keep looking. I want to blow up something. Okay, oxygen reserves are sorted. Keep searching, following plotted course. Okay, once again, just go under briefly. Down engine. Okay. Back up to the surface. Battery recharged, back down. We're listening for any propeller. Hi there, Gary. Hope you're very well, sir. Thank you, the Walking Jew. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Hope you're well. Right. Oh, sorry. Are we still underwater? No, back up. There we go. Just trying to keep our battery recharged. Oh, hello. Warship moving fast and closing, bearing 257. What's it doing? Should be alright. Oh, hello. Another warship. Hello, hello, hello. Could that potentially indicate convoy? Oh, what's this? Convoy moving east, northeast. Speed slow. Damn. In which case, if it's east-northeast, we've no doubt missed it. But then again, speed slow. Close. Hang on. east-northeast. They're going over to Swansea, aren't they? Convoy, east-northeast. Speed slow. What do you think? East-northeast, 1 minute. Compass bearing. So they're currently moving at 67.5 degrees. 1 second, sorry. And how long ago was that contact? Oh shit. Okay. It was pretty much an hour ago. So how far could they have trapped? So what's my exact contact radio report? Moving at 6 knots only. That's quite slow. So hang on. 67.5. Where's my protractor? 67. Right. 0.5. So let's assume that they're moving roughly that. Okay. So in 1 hour, moving at only 6 knots, 11.11 kilometers. So they've probably made it somewhere there, right? Currently. So they're probably on the outstretch of that, right? So if we were to... Oh, no, it's about to be daylight. Piss. So it would take us a long time at this speed. So come to the surface, then full speed ahead.
New depth, 0 meters.
How far ahead can we, like, throw ourselves in front of them? Because assume that they're going into Swansea. Right, bring around the boat. Let's go. Oh, shit. Didn't mean to do that. Sorry, again, spoilers. Oh, shit. Is this wise if I come to the surface right in front of these? That's not a good idea. Seems like a very, very stupid idea. What if we pulled hard away from them? What direction are they moving in?
Yes, sir.
Ahead full. Like, I mean proper full.
Ahead flank.
Flank speed. Can we... So those are just sound contacts. They're not visual, so they haven't seen us yet. So can we get sufficient distance away from them? Speed up the time. I've already saved if this has gone wrong. Okay, they're not moving towards us. Right. So... so it's daylight though. It's the trouble. We're going to get spotted. This is a very stupid idea, but we're moving at 18 knots. So how far can we get? So 7 hours? Really? 40 minutes? I suppose it is 200 kilometers. Alright. It's a 7-hour trip. We're still too far away. But, I mean, even... What speed can we make underwater? I know, by 7 hours it'll be full-on daylight. We'll never get them, surely. Okay, speed along for a little bit. Okay. Right, now we have to go under. We have to. Down to periscope depth. What sort of speed can we make at periscope depth? Okay. So we can make 5 knots, but is that just going to murder the battery? Yes is the answer. Okay. Yeah, we got to drop, haven't we? Come down ahead slow. Only 2 knots. Shit. Sorry, when was that report? So that was almost 4 in the morning. Okay. Alright. So how far could they have travelled in 8 hours? That's minutes, sorry. Wrong sheet. That's the map. That's... What am I doing? 88 kilometers. So they are somewhere... That's degrees, sorry. Probably... so, yeah. Nah, we're never going to do this, are we? No, I think that one's. I think we're being overly optimistic. We'll never get them. We'll never get ahead of them. They're almost there. They've almost reached the port. Okay. Yeah, we'll have to go for a different one, especially if we want to keep this a short patrol. Yeah. Okay, it's fine. We can't get them all. Right, so I'll probably leave it there this morning if that's all right, folks. Sorry for the relatively boring stream, in that all we've really done is limp back from Africa with a badly damaged conning tower, and then have gone out into the shallows, just on the... What is this called? Sorry, this area here. It's got a specific name. But yeah, it's gone out here to try and hunt Allied shipping, and it seems we've missed a convoy. They went past us, or rather, we weren't in position to intercept it when we left. The Celtic Sea? Yes, so our U-boat will continue to try and survive out here, surfacing at night to recharge the batteries, but staying underwater during the daylight hours to avoid the RAF. So now, I need to go and work on Divinity Bullshittery Part 1. The video is nearly, well, finger quotes, nearly done. So it's at least, hang on a minute. So it's edited, it's just I'm trying to polish it. And, yeah, so just trying to get the fixes done. So there's quite a lot of things I need to work on. So between now and 8 o'clock, I will be just fixing fuck-ups, basically. That's the plan. Oh, yes, I also need to get back to some artists that have handed in their work, and I need to give them either new commissions or pay them. So, yeah. Right, thank you for watching, folks. Have a lovely afternoon. Hope you have a nice, smooth day. Hope to see you again soon. And let me just hand you over to... So Quebec is doing some U-boat, appropriately. Sheep is doing some It Takes Two. Edberg is doing some Red Dead Redemption 2. And who else might be on? So how was Quebec last time, playing U-boat? Did you want to watch U-boat? Yeah, why not? I mean, he's playing an extremely similar game. It seems, yeah. Right, I'll hand you over to U-boat with Quebec then. So he's playing a more modern version of this same concept, isn't he? So, right, here is Quebec. Thank you again. Have a lovely, lovely afternoon. Wait, can I mute it from here?